Hello and welcome back to my videos. I'm Klepik and today we will be going through my 2025 Artfight sketchbook of all the attacks that I made this year. Yay! I've never actually done a sketchbook for Artfight before, so this was a new experience for me, but I hope it's super fun for you because it was super fun for me, and I also hope you enjoy the sketchbook tour. Let's get to it. I messed up my lines there. Hello, I am sure the intro is already out of the way. I haven't actually scripted the intro yet, but I'm just gonna open up the video. I hope we're very aware. My nails are still drying, so if I'm handling things weird, it's because my nails are not dry. But without further ado, y'all like literally how I opened that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. Do we love the cover? I love the cover. Personally, I really like the cover. I never have really painted a cover before. Like, I usually just do stickers and stuff. Like, hold on. This is my usual sketchbook that I've been working in. I'm not even halfway through, so it doesn't even deserve to be opened yet until sketchbook tour with this one. But cover here. I did right on the side, if that counts. I don't think it does, but we can pretend it does. But yeah, I've never actually really painted a cover on before. I haven't painted on this side yet though, but I think I'm gonna save that for 2026 because, spoiler alert, I didn't actually finish this. I had a goal to finish the sketchbook, but I didn't actually get to do that goal because I kind of got burnt out from Artfight, but I got further along than I usually do during Artfight, so props to me. Also, one more thing, can we really appreciate this mat? I wanted to make my videos look cuter, look more professional really, so I crocheted a mat. It's really cute, not so much on the back side, but y'all don't see that, so it's okay. It's really cute, I like it. I finished it this morning actually, and that's why I'm filming today, because I wasn't planning to film today, but I finished this and I was just like, oh, okay, I'll film. I also haven't done a physical video in a while. Like, most of my videos have been like speed paints and stuff, but here we are, cutesy mat, cutesy sketchbook, Artfight 2025, and let's get into it. Okay, here's my stats page. I also did this morning as well. It is July 28th today, by the way. I know we have like 3 days left of Artfight, but I'm not participating anymore. I got burnt out. I'm sorry guys, I did all I could for this year. But my stats for 2025, this is gonna get filled out in 2026. My stats are, I'm Team Crystal, if you can't tell. If you can't tell, I'm Team Crystal. I did 26 attacks this year, but since it's a sketchbook, I was able to do like multiple drawings per page. So I actually attacked 47 people, and I attacked 74 characters because I was drawing like multiple characters per page, and I actually did more mass attacks this year than I usually do, so that also counts for some as well. And then as for defenses, I got 24 defenses and I love them all so much. I kid you not, every time I got one I cried. At least a couple tears were shed. I bawled for several of them. I think I'm planning to show them at the end, maybe. If I don't, you can yell at editing Klepik and you can yell at scripting Klepik, but that is gonna be saved for 2026. And let's actually get into the book now. So this was actually the second attack that I did. This was the second attack that I did, but I wanted to start off with a mass attack, so the first attack is there, but I wanted this, I thought this would be like a cool like first attack. So it's really my second attack, but onward, Artfight. And I just really wanted to draw this person's, I think 2006 Honda CRV. I think I have all the character information somewhere on the screen. Sorry editing Klepik, you're gonna have a lot of pictures to put into this for crediting people, but yeah, this one was really fun. I saw this character and I was like, I need to use my giant black marker and do some doodles of this thing, because that is a 2006 Honda CRV, and if I've ever seen one, Okay, let's move on. This is gonna be so much fun to edit all those credits onto, so I'm gonna say credits are right here. Credits are right here. They're rolling right now. So there you go. I should probably do that for like all the mass attacks, but this was my first attack. I did this in the first couple of hours. So this character has like a keychain tail, and they have keychains on it sometimes, obviously. And so I got a bunch of object heads together, and I thought it'd be really fun to do like a bunch of like keychains all around. So yeah, that was a really fun attack. It took me a couple hours, but I think it was really worth it to have like such a cool attack on like the 3rd page and have this as my first attack of the year. I thought that was pretty fun. I thought that was pretty fun personally. So that was my first actual attack. Sadly, I did use alcohol markers here, and I thought they wouldn't bleed through because the paper's like pretty thick, but it did bleed through. So that's why we have like a fart ton of acrylic marker right here, or not acrylic marker, acrylic paint, is just because I was like trying to cover that up and have it not be really ugly. But this is like that's a really thick page now, man. It's really textured now as well. But this is my friend Rabies. I've been friends with them like my whole art career, honestly. Not career, my whole time drawing. I've kind of been friends with them. I met them on Framecast, and yeah, we've kind of been friends since, and I draw them every year for Artfight. I make a point that I have to draw them somewhere in here, so I drew them. Yay. Yeah, these are all, besides these three are mine from Framecast, but these are all characters from a comic they had on Framecast. And it was a really good comic. I was really invested in it, and yeah. Miku World Domination. I forget these pages. Like, I flip and it's like a surprise every time. I low-key like forget these exist. But Miku World Domination, I love Miku. We all know that by now. We all know I love Miku by now. So I wanted to draw just a bunch of Mikus. Like so many Mikus. There's not as many as I would have hoped for, honestly, but the sketchbook is pretty small. Like, look at that. I have small hands, and like even that is just like small. But I actually did end up getting really burnt out like halfway through this drawing. As you can see, it took me from July 1st to July 8th, but there was just so many characters on this page, man. I just got burnt out from drawing it, which is really surprising because it's Miku. Miku usually doesn't burn me out. Miku usually gets me out of burnout, but I was like done with this page by the end of it. I was done with this page. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think it was the coloring actually, because I was like having a blast with sketching it and everything. But then I went into this piece with colored pencil, and it just took so incredibly long to get through. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I have how many more of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to color after this. And so I just kind of like half-assed the coloring, if I'm being honest, after that. Not the nicest, but you know, that took it out of me. And honestly, the sketch of that one looked way better than the colored version. I didn't get to put like all the dimension that I had in the sketch, so a little disappointed in that, but whatever, what's done is done. Okay, anyway, moving on. Another friend of mine and another friend of mine. This is Madoka's Bow and Arrow. I met them on Toy House. They made me a character to go with my character Muscular Magical Man, and I think we've kind of been friends since. I feel bad when I call people my friends because I barely talk to these people, but I do consider them my friends, but I'm like really bad at reaching out low-key. So I hope they consider me their friend, or else this is gonna sound really parasocial. Consider me your friend. But yeah, that's their character. Their character is super fun. They're super magical girl. They're super whimsical. So I wanted to draw them with some like pinks and purples, and I just wanted to do like some more like, what is it, like realistic things to like show skill, because this it's fun, it's whimsical, but it has like zero of my own actual style behind it. It has zero of my actual skill behind it. So a lot of these I was kind of just doing like whimsical stuff, but it kind of made me sad because I was kind of like, I want to show off my actual art skills as well. So I tried to do more of these later on as well as the whimsical ones, so I could like be like, oh yeah, I got art skills too. Yeah, if that makes any sense. But this is my friend Tiny Ninja. I know them in real life and we talk a lot, and they're super cool and fun and awesome. And yeah, I think, yeah, I drew their character, I drew their orange character last year as well. I'm really proud of that one actually. The anatomy for 2024, that anatomy ate, guys. That ate. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, these are like all real life friends of mine. Okay, so 2 more real life friends. Oh my gosh, Clockman. I forgot his name, I'm so sorry. So we're calling him Clockman right now. My friend, Tyrant. They had a dating sim. They had like a fake dating sim, and I went through that fake dating sim and I ate this man up. I wanted him so bad. So when I saw Clockman on their profile, I lurched at that character and I drew him. But I've never had like success drawing their characters, so I low-key don't really like this piece, but whatever. I don't know what it is about their characters. Like, they have lovely characters. I love their characters so much, but I never have success when drawing them, so I don't really like this piece, but I'll like it because it is Clockman. I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. Anyway, this is my other friend. This is their Splatoon character, and the thumbnail of their character had them like dying, for lack of a better word, from like the purple McDonald's milkshake or whatever, when McDonald's was still like not bad, I think. But yeah, I drew that, and then I gave them a Don Hung. I hope I said that right, but that's like their favorite character of like all time, so I had to include a Don Hung plushie right there because they really like Don Hung. Anyway, moving on. This is more what I was talking about with like technical skill. Like these don't actually have any of my own skill. This, you can very clearly tell, is not my art style, and neither is this. But yeah, I just felt kind of bad when they complimented me because they were like, oh my gosh, you improved so much, and I was like, oh, thank you so much, because it didn't really feel like my art, you know? Like, it was my art, obviously, but it didn't feel like my own style, you know? So the compliment didn't feel genuine to me, if that makes sense. Anyway, moving on. They were in my Animal Jam video, not them. Okay. Ooh, how am I gonna phrase this? The sheep I drew in the Animal Jam video, who I also ended up stalking on TikTok and becoming friends with, they posted about how their fiance hadn't gotten any Artfight attacks yet, and that they wanted to surprise their fiance by them waking up to a bunch of attacks on their character. So they posted, hey guys, can you attack my fiance on Artfight? I'd be forever happy. And so I, of course, obliged and had to do it. So I attacked their fiance on Artfight. I never actually got around to attacking them. Wait, that makes me kind of sad. I wish I did, because that meant I could have drawn their sheep again. It's okay. Next year. It's okay. We have next year. But yeah, there is their fiance's alien guy. And this actually took way longer than I thought it would have. Like oil pastel, I feel like it took way longer than I thought it was gonna take, but that's okay. And then this one, I think I might have done them the same day. I forgot. I need to date these later because I dated some of them like that, but then I got lazy and didn't anymore. But it's a good thing Artfight keeps like a timestamp of when you posted it, so I'm just gonna write those dates down later. But yeah, this one, I attacked them last year or the year before that when I was going through a huge art style crisis, and then I attacked them again this year, and they like have really cool clown OCs. Like Oh, their designs, their colors that they use are so good, and their art style is like so incredibly shapy and textured and cool, and I really like their art, if you can't tell. But yeah, that's their character. Characters plural because I drew 3. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and they gave me a really cool revenge one year, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I had to give back again. I'm so sorry to say, I feel bad when I say I don't like a piece and it's of another person's character. Like, no, your design is beautiful and awesome. I wouldn't have chosen it if I didn't like it. But it's like, I'm so sorry if you can hear the mowers outside, by the way, but we're continuing on. We're continuing on. I lost my train of thought. It's like, oh, again, I can't capture your beauty. I hope you're chronically online enough to understand that reference. I really hope y'all are chronically online enough to understand that reference. But I feel like I didn't capture their characters' beauty enough, or I didn't capture like I didn't do good enough with their characters, so I feel kind of bad. But I did that in the morning, and I was like, after this, I have to lock in. This was like the catalyst for me being like, I need to lock in on these pieces and actually like go all out and be like actually good with these pieces, because I was like being silly and goofy for most of these, like it's just silly and goofy. No, after this I need to lock in. Oh my gosh, it's so loud outside. It's not as loud anymore. The mowers were like right outside, but now they moved away. Okay, so this, can you tell I locked in? Can you tell I locked in? Yeah, this one, I really like it. I did watercolor. I chose the character because he really looked like my brother, and I was like, oh my god, brother! And so I drew him, and that was really cool, and that was really fun. I like the pose. I like the watercolor. I think that's the only time I used watercolor in here, actually, which is kind of sad because I actually really enjoyed the watercolor, if I'm being honest, and I really just like it. Overall, it's really fun. Also, I accidentally used, or not accidentally, I knew what I was doing. I accidentally used some sparkly watercolor, so if you move it around, it's sparkly, it's fun. It's just because the colors looked good. It's not that I actually wanted sparkles on it, but the colors looked too good to not use, so yeah. Ew, they're getting good, trust. Okay. This person revenged me, and it's the most beautiful attack I've ever seen in my entire life of Bo. Oh my god. I swear, the artists who attacked Bo this year, they were out for blood. They wanted me dead. They decimated me with how good their art was. Everybody's art was so good. Everybody eyeballed at every single attack, but the Bo artists specifically were out for my blood with how good their attacks were. They wanted me dead with their attacks. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? I forget. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, this was when I wanted to experiment with some pencil and to try and do a close-up instead to see if I could like get some more enjoyment out of that. I did get much more enjoyment out of this one, but I kind of dropped the ball on him because I was like, oh, I don't really want to add another like serious drawing. I kind of spent a lot of time on this one, so I kind of dropped the ball on that. But if you just like cover that up, she looks really cool, guys. But it kind of goes with their story anyway. I like tried to work into their story about how like she's really jealous of him and he gets all the attention, so she killed him because they're rock stars. They're like co-rock stars. They're in the same band. Bandmates is the word. So yeah, she ends up killing him on stage because she gets jealous of him. So I kind of gave him less attention and focused more on her because she deserves some attention, guys. Anyway, this character story was so freaking cool. This character story was so cool. So I had to do something lore-wise. So they are, I forget the specifics part. They like died, I think, and then they possess other people's bodies to try and find their lover again, but the bodies always end up rotting because of course a dead person's possessing them. That tracks, you know. And so they also, I think, possess crows or something. or they're friends with crows or something. I know they're something to do with crows, so I included a crow, but I wanted to do like a rotting body thing, but their character permission said like no gore, so I kind of just ended up going with a more skeleton theme. Like you can see it on the nose, you can see like the skeleton nose thing. Absolutely. You can see like the skull eye socket thing is kind of what I tried to go with, but I really like that one. I really enjoyed it. This character was actually really fun to work on, actually. That's what I want to say. I have never really been able to get into VK, like the VK music. I've just never really gotten around to listening to it, but my friend like info dumped a bunch of VK music onto me when I asked them, because usually when I try to work and draw characters, I like to listen to things that are like in style with their character. So they're like a VK person, like they're really into VK, visual K. I'm gonna call it VK, but it's visual K. I'm not in the scene, so if I'm like really stupid sounding, that's why, because I don't usually like get into that genre, or subculture, genre or subculture, I'm not sure, but I wanted to draw him. He was really fun to draw. He was really cool to draw, and he got me into the music, so that was really fun, because I don't usually step out of like my Miku comfort zone, really, so that was fun to get into. VK is actually really good. I really enjoy visual K, actually. I really enjoyed the music, and I didn't think I would, honestly. But anyway, here is another one who really gave visual K vibes, so I kind of drew them with like listening to the same music, and I wanted to try a more dynamic pose, a more complicated pose with this one, because like these are like kind of simple poses, honestly. That one's like a little complicated, but like that one, the torso was turning, the legs were in the air, she is crawling towards you, you see that foreshortening? Yeah, I really wanted to like push myself with this pose, and I think I did a good job. I think I like it. They also said they didn't really like the outfit they gave her. They didn't think it was like detailed enough, so I tried to add some details of my own. I hope that wasn't mean sounding, or mean when I attacked them, because they did say they did want more details in the outfit and they wish they could have done that, so I just tried to include some more details in my. This person was also out for my blood with their revenge. Oh my god, like oh, you don't get it. The bow fan art I got this year. I have no words. You can't see my face, but my mouth was like wide open trying to formulate some words to express my love for the attacks that I got, but I genuinely couldn't form anything. They were just so freaking good. They were so good, dude. I cried, I sobbed, I stood up. I couldn't even I saw the thumbnails, I stood up, I walked around my room for like 10 minutes. I was scared to open most of these. Most of these I would have to stand my ass up, walk around my room a couple times to calm down, sit back down at my desk, open up the drawing, stand back up immediately, right back to pacing my room, glancing at it, go back to walking, because I don't know, when people draw my characters, I just go like crazy, dude. I go a little bonkers, and I can't stare at it, or I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, their character was really fun to draw. I feel like I kind of dropped the ball down here, but that face, ooh, that face ate up so hard. I tried to give him really long lashes because it said that he wore makeup. He's like a 70s diva. He's like really mean. Yeah, I heard he was like really mean and kind of an asshole, but he was like the singer or the bassist, I forgot, of some rock band, and so I wanted to draw him with some albums right beside him. So he's laying down for a photo shoot, and it has his band, a cassette, a giant record, or a vinyl, I forget, with his band name of Average Joe. And so yeah, that was that. I really enjoyed that. That was really fun, and the revenge I got was beautiful. Anyway, this person actually drew Dottie so beautifully. I feel bad when people give me like attacks that they clearly spent hours upon hours on, and I'm like, here's my little pencil drawing from my little itty bitty sketchbook that's not even the size of my hand. Like, I feel bad. I feel bad, if I'm being honest. Like, oh my gosh, your art is so beautiful. You do not need to waste it on my characters. But I had a lot of trouble with this piece. Honestly, like, the pose was just like messing me up completely. I don't know what it was about it, but I had to switch it up like 3 times to get it to finally work. But even then, I don't really like the arms, but like her like out of the train window is kind of working. It's kind of working. The face, of course, is working. I fear I have a problem with having my faces too detailed and the body's not detailed enough. I fear. But I think it turned out good. I like it, for the most part. I mean, it could have been better. I mean, all of these could have been better, but I don't know. Okay. I was planning to do a side profile here, but then I kind of like just wasn't feeling it that day, so I kind of just abandoned it. But there's a page for 2026 me to fill in the gaps on. Anyway, here is somebody I attacked last year. I did a mass attack of their characters, and I did like 20 of their characters in one drawing. And so I kind of want to go with something more simple this year, just to be like, oh yeah, I attacked you last year, I'm gonna attack you again. Oh yeah. But yeah, there is their character. Their character was like so diva. They were like a model, so I wanted to do them doing like a model shoot or whatever, and so their hand is kind of placed like elegantly, like, oh yeah, I'm modeling. Their head is tilted back, like, oh yeah, I'm modeling, and it says made for the runway too, so that was fun. Okay. Oh, I don't think I really like this one, if I'm being honest. The character was really cool, but I don't think I really captured their personality, and I just don't think I really like it. You guys are gonna have to hear me out on this one. These two were when I was watching Superman, but I pirated it. I later saw it in theaters, but I don't usually go to the theaters because I don't like the movies. Like, I don't like theaters in general, but like Superman, I actually had to go. That movie made me bawl both times. That was such a good movie, guys. Oh my god. Talk to me about it in the comments and I'll talk to you for hours on Superman. I have never seen Superman in my life. I have never sought out Superman content in my life, but here I am. I am watching Smallville. My Pinterest consumed with Superman. My TikTok consumed with Superman. My history consumed with PDFs of Superman comics. I love Superman so much. He's so... I can't talk about him right now. I'll talk about him for the next 30 minutes. And this is a sketchbook tour. This is an Artfight sketchbook tour, not a Klepek goes on a 30-minute ramble about Superman sketchbook tour. But I hope we all know there is Superman art in my sketchbook that I showed earlier. There is Superman art. There's going to be more Superman art. We're not done with Superman on this channel. Stick around for more Superman content. Anyway, I was kind of like sidetracked the whole time because usually with a movie I can like kind of like look up and down, but the Superman movie was too good and I had such a hard time looking at the screen then back down, and I ended up just like watching the movie for most of the time and like drawing absent-mindedly more so that didn't really turn out how I wanted it to, but this one did more so turn out how I wanted it to. I feel like animals are easier to draw because I don't really worry about stylizing them. I either draw them like really cartoonishly with no accurate proportions, or I just straight up copy a photo reference, which is kind of what I did here. So that it looks good. I think it looks good, but not really stylized in any way. Anyway, moving. Oh, sorry. The perspective on this one eats so incredibly hard. This one eats so incredibly hard. I'm not even gonna hide it. I love this piece so much. I was watching Superman with this piece, but I don't know how, but I ate so hard on this piece. I have never done like such an extreme angle on a face as this. And yes, I did copy a reference religiously for this piece, but even using a reference, I find that to be really impressive. Personally, like that perspective is impressive. Let me toot my own horn. That is an impressive angle. I tried to include a lot of their lore on this one, so I didn't really understand it, but I tried my best. But they had a lot to do with like hypnosis. I can't say it, I'm so sorry. But they had a lot to do with that. They're a worker at like a hypnosis place. They smoke a lot, and their either best friend or lover, I forget, gave them a stuffed animal tiger. So I wanted to include that. And yeah, I tried to include a lot of their lore there. And then here, I'm gonna be so honest for a second, I have never drawn top scars before, or top surgery scars. And I saw a character with top surgery scars and I was just like, oh, finally, I get to practice. So I just wanted to draw like a character with top surgery scars. So that's literally it. Because I've never like actually gotten to do that before. And so I wanted to like give it a shot because I thought that'd be a little interesting. Like, I don't know, I've never gotten the opportunity. So I did that, and yeah. Are these the last ones? Oh my gosh. No, there's one more after this, but I ate this up so hard. I devoured this piece. This piece not so much because the nose really messed me up and I tried my best, but this piece not so much. But this piece is so freaking good. I outdid myself and I don't even know how, because most of this I fear is from imagination. Like most of that is from imagination. I had a reference, but I didn't even really use it much besides just being like, oh, I can't think. What kind of pose should I have? Because like a lot of the time when I use references, it isn't even really to model them, because I end up just doing my own thing. It's just to like give me an idea. But sometimes it is just because I'm struggling so bad and I need a reference really bad. And I love references. You should love references too if you don't. Hashtag artist tip. You should love references so much. They save your ass. They make your art improve. We love references in this household, and you need to love references too because you are in this household, because you're watching my video right now. Yeah, love references and they'll love you back. And it'll show in your art. Anyway, this piece is so good. I love it so much. I love close-ups on faces. I love faces so much. Actually, I just love faces. Faces are so good. Faces are so lovely. I love your face. I don't know your face, but I love your face already just because you have a face. I love your face. Anyway, love that piece. I wanted to do like a similar thing of just like another close-up again. So I did another close-up just so they could be like mirror matching, you know? And so this character was like a bat, so I did more of like a bat piece, and they didn't really have like a human nose like here, so that kind of messed me up on like the perspective or like the angle of the face because I wasn't really sure how to go about it. So oopsies, but whatever. One more piece. I mean, there's another piece after it, but I didn't end up finishing it, so I'm not gonna post it. I'm so sorry, whoever characters these are. I'll put the credits right here, obviously, but I don't really want to post it. Low-key. Yeah, okay. And I also just not really a fan of it, if I'm being honest. Just not really a fan. Anyway, I wanted to do, like, I saw this character and I was like, oh, okay, they're cute, and I wanted to try a bit of a different style with them than my usual style, so I gave them really big eyes and like really cute proportions and stuff. Usually when I do anime inspired stuff, it usually doesn't turn out good at all. Like it usually looks traced. Even when I'm not tracing. So like I never trace. Wait, it's gonna sound like I trace. Guys, I don't trace art. Believe me. But yeah, this was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't really like the arm, but besides that, I think it's a good piece. The face is really cute. I didn't think it was actually gonna turn out cute, but I just like this piece overall. I think it's really cute. Yeah, really cute character too. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say on it. I tried to go more soft on it. Yeah, like I tried to shade it really soft and stuff and just be like really cutesy with it. She's a magical girl, by the way, which is why she has like water right there. And oh my gosh, I messed up her hand so bad. I messed up her whole arm so bad, but like cut that out and the rest of it is so cool and cutesy, so good enough. Yeah, so that's it. The rest I will leave for next year, and I have a couple blank pages. I have one more back here, this one that I could also use for next year, and then I have a stats page that I'm gonna fill out next year as well, and I get to use the back for 2026 as well. So I think that'll be really fun. There's a little less than half left, but I think that'll just mean like less stress for me, honestly, when doing them. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Sketchbook tour. I'll send you to outro Klepik now. Yay! Wait, are my nails dry yet? Are they dry? Wait. Yay! Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining my nail drying session with me. Look at my beautiful nails. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm currently trying to grow my YouTube channel, so do be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to make me a very happy sketcher. Thank you for all your support of my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye!